Daddy?
Honey. Are you okay? Thank God. How's JR? Where is he? Dear God, is my son all right?
Daddy.
It's okay. What's the matter with you? Just tell me what happened to my son.
The doctors will tell you. Leave us alone.
Laura, you all right?
Daddy, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay, honey. Are you 100%?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Why won't someone tell me what happened to my son?
Will is...
Excuse me. I need information about Adam Chandler, Jr. What's his status?
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have that information.
They didn't take him to surgery, did they?
He's still in there. It all happened so fast.
Did another car hit you?
No, it was just us. We skidded. JR hit his head.
His head? The airbag didn't deploy?
It wasn't like a front impact.
Well, what was it like then? Did he make any sense? Was he conscious?
I told you to back off. She's been through enough already.
Your kid's in top shape. Mine, God knows.
Wait a second. We can just ask the nurse at the station.
No, she was there. She can help. She can tell me.
Don't bully her.
Daddy, it's okay. Mr. Chandler.
JR. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. You're okay. You are, right?
Oh, except maybe you crushed his ribs with that hug.
Oh. How do you feel?
I'm fine. It's okay. Just a couple cuts and bruises. That's all.
The gash in your forehead.
It's just head wounds, gush blood. It's not bad.
How did the accident happen?
Yeah, I'd like to know that myself.
Well, we were driving and we hit an icy patch and spun out.
How fast were you going?
35. Honest, Dad.
No, I believe you.
Of course you do.
Well, no, I was going the speed limit.
Don't say anything else.
You want to get a lawyer down here, is that it?
If you force the issue, I will.
Mr. Lewis, I can't tell you how sorry I am that this happened. I'd never do... I never do anything to harm Lori or put her in any kind of danger.
Son, keep your distance.
It was an accident, Mr. Lewis. If I had any idea we'd run off the road, I don't know what I'd do if Lori'd been injured.
Daddy. Daddy. I'm fine.
I heard the word accident and I thought I lost you too.
Daddy, nothing bad happened. I didn't get a scratch.
Yeah, well, that was just dumb luck.
My mother died in a car crash.
Mr. Lewis, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Why should you?
Well, I'm sure when you heard there was an accident, you were terrified.
Like you care?
My wife was being considerate.
Why bother? There's nobody here to impress.
Daddy, please.
I don't need their pity.
They were just sympathizing.
Just don't tell them any of our business anymore, all right? Now, you good to go?
Which doctor examined you kids? I want to talk to him.
Wait, you're not running this show. Mr. Adam Almighty Chandler.
Adam is not trying to take over.
Okay, you go chat with the doctors, and I'll talk to the policeman.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that your son is going to get what's coming to him.
Mr. Lewis, I don't think that talk is really necessary, is it?
You know, you people think you operate on a whole other set of rules. Well, think again. Your kid is not going to get away with this.
With what?
JR didn't do anything.
You're a police officer, aren't you?
Yeah, Lieutenant Derek Fry. What can I do for you?
Would you come here for a second, please?
Adam, Liza, what's going on?
JR's car spun out on some ice.
It was an accident.
Are you one of his?
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, do you get paid by the taxpayers or Adam Chandler?
I'm employed by the town.
Well, that's great. Arrest that kid.
What?
Crazy.
Daddy, no.
He was drunk or on drugs.
I was not.
Driving recklessly, and he could have killed my daughter.
Just what is your problem?
Rich, arrogant jerks who think they rule the world.
JR isn't like that.
I told you to stay away from him, that he was trouble.
It could have happened to any of you.
Save your breath, JR.
You got everything you need to make the arrest?
An arrest is totally unwarranted.
I spoke to the officer at the scene.
And?
The charge is operating a vehicle at an unsafe speed.
Well, I wasn't speeding.
You could take him away for that, right?
Well, what's the upshot of this charge? Operating a vehicle?
At an unsafe speed. It's just a matter of paying a fine.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wait, but I wasn't speeding.
Listen, JR, when you're on the road, you have to take everything into consideration. For instance, the weather.
It wasn't raining or snowing.
It was about 10 degrees out, so you might expect that there might be ice patches. Look, regardless of whatever the posted speed limit is, just take it slower.
Listen, draw his blood or test his urine. You're gonna find drugs.
No, they won't.
Officer Sanchez said that JR was shaky after the accident.
I bet.
Which is why Officer Sanchez requested a breathalyzer. JR complied.
He was probably so stoned he didn't know what was going on.
And after a few minutes, he recovered and showed no signs of drug use. So in Officer Sanchez's opinion, a drug test was unwarranted.
Oh, figures. How much cash did you fork over?
You were with me when we got the call to come here.
The kid has a history of drug problems. He cracks up a car and he doesn't warrant a drug test? I mean, who are you kidding? You see that, honey? You see how they operate?
If my son was distracted while he was driving, I think I know the reason why.
Don't say anything about my daughter.
Lori wasn't doing anything. We were just talking.
I was your age once.
Oh, here we go.
This young lady has absolutely no parental guidance.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Look at your son.
Gentlemen, will you take it down a notch, please?
He has to run wild.
Dad, my girl is a little lady.
Really? How the hell would you know?
You know, you...
Hey, hold on.
Dad, stop.
You want to take this outside, buddy?
Hey,
Can we just all go home?
You are going to jail.
look, JR will pay his fine just like anybody else.
Oh, that's great. These people are made of money.
Listen, Lori and JR have had a very difficult day. Can we please just let them go home so they can get some rest?
Let me tell you something. You haven't heard the end of this.
Dad, nobody was really hurt. It never occurred to me that we should slow down because it was so cold out. I'm as much to blame as JR.
Just be thankful that they're okay.
That would be nice.
This isn't the end.
Take me home.
You know, you could use some anger management courses.
Adam, please, have we not had enough drama today?
Giving sound advice. That's
Drive safely, everyone.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Lori. Lori. You answer me now, young lady.
enough of the silent treatment, JR.
What am I supposed to say?
Well, what do you want to hear?
That you're right?
That you're right?
Doug Lewis is a maniac.
Adam Chandler gets away with murder. He only understands what he can buy.
I told you to stay away from her.
I'm telling you again, I don't want you anywhere near that spoiled punk.
I've known girls like Lori.
No, you haven't.
Why can't children accept the fact that their parents who've lived longer might have gained some knowledge along the way?
Lori and I ran into each other tonight. It wasn't planned. And even if it was, so what? Why shouldn't I be able to see my girlfriend?
Good question.
She's not the only pretty girl in Pine Valley. Find one with a sober father who's got an IQ in the triple digits.
You know, this is about Lori and JR. It's not about her father.
Her father has made her what she is, and what she is flunking you out of school.
That's crazy.
No, I'll tell you what's crazy. Letting a girl like that ruin your future.
Adam Jr.'s just like his old man. To them, you're just a...
What, Daddy? What am I?
Honey, they don't respect you.
JR does.
Oh, he's never tried anything with you?
JR is nice to me.
He thinks everything and everybody has a price tag, and he's got a big bank account. He'll toss you a few presents, take you out a couple of times, and drop you flat.
After he's gotten what he wants? You worked for JR's father's company. You got laid off. That doesn't make Mr. Chandler Satan.
You always think the best of people, just like your mom.
Good.
That's why it's easy for people like Chandler to take advantage.
I wish you'd stop talking like that.
Oh, honey, I have lived a lot longer than you have, little girl. All right? And don't believe for 1 second that people like Chandler don't buy their way out of every tough spot they land in.
I don't care. JR's honest, and he's the kind of guy you claim you want for me.
Honey, you're not right for each other. You're from different worlds. You got nothing in common.
What could you possibly have in common?
Stubborn fathers.
Good. It's a good answer.
Yes. No. You're both kids, of course. You're both kids. You like the same music. You like the same films. That will get you absolutely nowhere in the real world.
Well, where am I supposed to go?
You'll get over. You'll develop new interests. You'll seek challenges and stimulating companions. Laurie will...
Well, Laurie what? She'll be at a bowling alley drinking 24/7?
If she takes after her father, yes.
Whereas I'll be wheeling and dealing at a golf course and whining and dining with corrupt politicians at five-star restaurant.
If I have anything to say about it, yes.
And if you don't?
Liza, this isn't funny.
I agree.
The bottom line is, Laurie Lewis will never have your advantages.
She has some of her own. Like, she's really smart. She studies more than anyone I know.
She's a lovely girl.
You make that sound like a sin.
If she is all you say she is, she wouldn't want you to sacrifice your life for her.
I'm sacrificing nothing. Laurie understands who I am and what I have to put up with. And she means a hell of a lot more to me than some Ivy League school that you wish you'd gone to. So just get off my back. I am...
Not 6 years old.
Your mom would never forgive me if I let anything happen to you.
Mom would trust me to live my own life.
Son, if we hadn't argued earlier, I made you feel you had to get out of the house.
I skidded on some ice. You have no reason to feel guilty about that.
Honey, I just want to keep you safe. Instead, I drive you out of your own home and you end up on icy roads late at night almost getting killed.
Daddy, all I got was scared. And JR got a cut on his forehead. It wasn't his fault any more than it was yours. Blame it on the weather and some frozen water. Please?
Whatever you think about the way I'm raising you,
I know you're doing your best.
know this. I love you. And no matter what, that will never change.
Okay.
Son, we may never see eye to eye on Harvard. But there's one thing I don't want misunderstood. I love you. Unconditionally.
Adam, would you walk me to the gatehouse?
Yeah.
Laurie, are you okay?
I had to hear your voice.
Yeah. Did your dad do anything?
No, he's just impossible, you know?
Do I? So, how loud did your dad yell?
Not very. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm glad we slid on that ice.
Oh, you wanted me to whack my head.
No. It's just, when my dad was so upset in the hospital, for the first time in ages, he seemed like my real dad again.
Oh, when he was scared and upset about your mom and everything?
Yeah. Of course, as soon as he was sure I was all right, he reverted to freak mode.
Yeah, my dad slid back into the same old lecture without missing a beat.
If our moms were still here, our dads wouldn't be so messed up.
Yeah, maybe yours wouldn't, but, mine's hopeless.
Anyway, I had to check in.
That was a good thing. I was afraid if I called, it'd set your dad off again.
Well, I guess we should say goodnight.
Lori, when we scooted on that ice, all I could think was, I could have lost you tonight. And if that happened because of my driving or whatever, I'd kill myself.
Don't say that.
Well, it's true.
What if I had been driving? Would you want me saying I would have killed myself if you had died?
No.
Okay, then.
So, I'll see you tomorrow?
At school, anyway.
Lori, you can't let your dad run our lives.
I don't want to, but after tonight, I may not have a choice.